Welcome back, John. It's so great to see you. I want to talk a little bit about Radio Deluxe.
Sure.
I don't know if you know this, but maybe you do. December coming up is your 10-year anniversary of doing the show.
Geez, I didn't know that.
2005 is when you launched.
Well, Jazz FM is really the home office for most parts. I mean, we've had the show. I mean, it was one of the first places that we got 10 years ago. I don't think there's two more that have had it on. Just not longer, but as you know, for a while.
Yes.
So Jazz FM has been very supportive, and wherever we go, because of the app, now, and that's the one when we listen to on Sunday mornings. So we're very happy to be part of the Jazz FM family.
And you can get your app at the iTunes store too, by the way.
You got to.
Tell me about just the genesis of the show. Where did the idea, the concept come from? And if you want to take full credit, I certainly support you on that.
No, there was a number of people who saw my wife and I work together and said, gee, we really should bottle this. How can we do it? And after they realized that we had faces for radio, they stuck us in a studio. And they said, Don McCullough, our producer, said, it should be deluxe. Everything should be deluxe. So I just said from high atop Lexington Avenue here in the deluxe living room. It's and we went from there, and it's been really great. And the station's been very supportive because we play a lot of things outside of the box, and it's it starts as with the Great American Songbook, I guess, as our foundation, and we work from there. So you don't not only hear Sinatra and Louie and Ella and Oscar Peterson, but then you'll also hear Joni Mitchell and Bob Dylan at times, and Kurt Elling and Tierney Sutton, etc.
He was in that chair yesterday. I also
pain in the neck.
You guys have a lovely rapport. I just talking about outside the box. There's a record I fell in love with recently that I heard on the show last week, the new Maria Schneider record.
Yeah,
which is so stunning. It's a beautiful piece of music. You played "Walking with Flashlights." So beautiful, and it was great it reinforced my good taste when I heard it on the show. Some favorite moments as you look back over 10 years. Some moments that jump out as sort of like benchmarks or times that you really enjoyed.
Yeah, the very first. Well, the one I mean. That comes to mind is the Kenny Rankin show. Kenny came in and did 2 hours, played the guitar, sat down, and just held court. And we lost him like a year later or something. So to have that is a great thing. And we did. Actually, Jessica did a great interview with Liza Minnelli. That was fantastic. That we did over the years. And we had one with Barbara Cook that was fantastic. And Madeline, our daughter, has made such a great impression on everyone, too, which everybody loves. Where's your daughter? She's really the good one. It's always nice to hear. And
any talk of a spin-off?
Yeah. There's a station in New York that's thinking about it. So, and we've done some really lovely live things. We did a live one here, and we've done some live ones from Tanglewood, which we'll do again this year. So the fact that we can even do live things is terrific, too.
I wanted to talk a little bit about tonight because Alex Pangman will be your guest tonight. Yeah. And I don't know how you came to get to Alex. I know she's worked with your dad, Bucky, but I was wondering how she got on your radar.
We've played her on the show, and before I could even think of a guest, they said, would you like to have Alex Pangman? I said, that's fantastic. It saves me trouble. I was so happy. We had Emily Claire Barlow last time we were here, which was fantastic, and to get Alex was a coup for us. So we had a rehearsal today. It was fantastic, and it's they make it easy for us up here.
Give me a insider look at what a rehearsal is. What's going on there? Is it you just run it down once?
Well, it's like the same thing Emily said. Emily last time said, I write these 3-paragraph tone poems to you, and say, it'd be great if, and maybe then, and we'll go E flat, and we'll move our way around, and she goes, you would write back, okay. And and basically to Alex, I said, I'll get in touch with you. I'll give you a call. And she said, I'm standing by. And then 2 days ago, I wrote her and said, how are these 3 songs? And then as I got off the plane today, she said, that'll work. And so she walked in and she had some music too that was like made it so much easier for us. And it was literally, you like that? Yeah, I like that. Okay, good. See you tonight.
That's because everyone is so incredibly talented. You know what? It was Father's Day on Sunday, and
that was one of the good shows too. Actually, I had my dad on a couple of years ago for Father's Day, and just played records for him live and had him talk over them pretty much. Some of them he actually did. Oh, what was that? Oh, yeah, just over it. Oh, that was good. Oh, yeah. So it was fun.
Your dad, Bucky Pizzarelli, the legend, so tied to you in so many ways. And I was thinking about you guys on Father's Day. Is there ways that as you get older, you start to see more of your dad in you? Are those things becoming more apparent? Or
no, luckily less.
Less?
No. Well, no, The thing that's still amazing is just the dedication to his instrument that he has. He just has that thing where, you know, every time you go to the house, he goes, I got this new thing. Listen to what I did, you know. He's like sort of goes over things that he's played for the last 40 years, you know, and still working on finding new things, keep him busy. He's going to be 90 next January, so...
Finding that passion might be the key to the whole ball game.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was just one of those things where he just decided he was going to be a guitar player and then dedicate himself to being a guitar player, literally. Like, it doesn't matter if he's the leader, he could be the sideman, he could do whatever it was, and that's, I think, what's really made him last long, too, is this idea of, oh, you want me to play rhythm? Yeah. Oh, let's go. You know, that kind of thing. And when you play a solo, okay, great.
And it speaks to the versatility, obviously, of your dad, too, to be able to play in so many different situations.
He's a jerk. Can't stand it. No, I mean, no, like, he taught himself classical guitar when I was growing up in the 60s. I would just see him learning classical guitar, then see him play the Rodrigo Concerto with an orchestra, you know, and you go, well, he just taught himself that, you know, and then played on Bossa Nova records because of that. And he was always moving ahead, finding something that he needed to know about the guitar to make it better. He didn't see the guitar just as... you know, a solo instrument for jazz, but for all the things that it could do in jazz and classical and bossa nova and things like that.
And the fact that he's still coming to you today and saying, hey, check this out is so amazing. Was it a fait accompli that you would be a guitar player? Was there a chance that you were ever going to deviate away from the family business?
No, I couldn't. I realized to play baseball, you have to hit it. So that was out. And I love sports. I love watching sports, but the only thing that I could do was play the guitar. So I just kept doing it.